It don't matter what you wear, don't matter what you wear. They're checking out your savoir faire. Ooh, yeah. And it don't matter what you do, 'cause everything looks good on you. Supermodel, work, cover girl, work it, girl. You want the world, do your thing on the runway. Work, you better work it, girl. Of the world, wet your lips and make love to the camera. Work, turn to the left. Work, now turn to the right. Work, sashay, shantay. Work, turn to the left. Work, now turn to the right. Work, sashay, shantay. I see your picture everywhere. I see your picture everywhere. $1 million fairy, yeah. Ooh, yeah. And when you walked into the room, you had everybody's eyes on you. Supermodel. Linda, Word Mom, Naomi, she is big. Christy, Waxy Lady, out of sight. Cindy, I can feel it. Claudia, Sarah the girl. Nikki, work the runway, sweetie. I have one thing to say. Sashay, Shantae, 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 Shantae. I have one thing to say. Sashay, Shantae, 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 Shantae. Woo! It don't matter what you wear, don't matter what you wear. They're checking out your savoir faire. Oh yeah, and it don't matter what you do, 'cause everything looks good on you. Supermodel, work, cover girl, work it, girl. You want the world, do your thing on the runway. Work, you better work it, girl. Of the world, wet your lips and make love to the camera. Work, turn to the left. Work, now turn to the right. Work, sashay, shantay. Work, turn to the left.
Oh, she turned to the left. Hi, everybody. I'm just waiting for our guest to arrive. I would like to welcome everybody to Tea Time with Bunky. I appreciate you all for coming on. I would like to give my thanks and things while she's coming on and doing her thing. Um, First, I would like to thank all of my Tea Time with Bunky followers and subscribers, all the new ones. Thank you so much. Everybody that has been sticking it out with me, I appreciate you. Um, to my fellow podcasters, Too Humble, in the studio with the Rec Boys, Talk About It podcast. Um, I want to thank you all um, for telling a friend and tell a friend, because apparently you all been telling a friend to tell a friend. So that's how I've gotten here almost a whole year in. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, send a heart, send a like, um, and interact with my guest when she comes in. I have this announcement. It's not really an announcement. It's just something that I just want to put out there. It's very important. On yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. This goes out to the veterans. Let me get this off of here. This goes out to the veterans. I went to a funeral of a vet, my coworker's client. We went to his funeral. He's a much older man. What I'm saying all of this because the honor guards, I guess those are the ones that carry the flags, um, the honor guards, the people that shoot the rifles, the minister, I believe, they're all military. And I saw the pride um, that they had, but I also saw that they were getting old. And I spoke with the undertaker, who said that last year they lost two of them. So I'm just reaching out to those that are veterans, my age, maybe younger, those that have time to volunteer, to go. I don't know if it's a you deal with the Veterans Coalition or if this is something through Vet to Vet. talking to someone who's in the military told me that the things that they did with the folding of the flag and all that, you all learn that. You all learn that when you go through the military, when you go to the academy. When, what y'all know what I mean. When you're going through that, you all learn that. And at the end of the day, you may be in this officer's shoes where you're gonna want full military honors. I'm still waiting for her to come on. Um, but you're gonna want full military honors, and it's people like the older people that I saw that they stood up and they did what they had to do. They were all in uniform, and it looked like some of those flags weighed more than they did. So if you can reach out to, I guess, the Veterans Coalition, Jazz is on. I guess the Veterans Coalition or Vet to Vet, whoever you need to reach out to see how you can volunteer and become a part of that. Because, like I said, those gentlemen, and there was only one female who did the horn, um, they're up there in age, and so you guys look out for each other. So I need you to do that. So without further ado, I am introducing. Let me get my applause thing. Miss Jasmine.
Hello.
Miss
How
wait,
you
let me
doing?
Miss Indigo. Let me get this. Indigo blue
Yes.
which is what I first was introduced to you as.
Yes.
And it was your hair. For those that don't know her, she's going to tell you a little bit about her. I don't know her, so I'm learning. But when I first saw you in November at the Women's Empowerment and Brunch, it was your hair. That was the first thing that caught my attention. I was like, that hair the blue was beautiful. I was like,
Thank you.
who is that? I'm like, who is that? Little did I know you were the speaker, right? You were the speaker. You spoke. You seemed a
Mhm.
little shy.
Little
Were
bit.
you shy? You looked a little shy.
Just a little bit.
And then I found out you were a model, and I'm like, okay. And then you started walking. I jumped up I couldn't work it fast enough, and you probably was so in your zone that you didn't even know. It's like I'm right in front of you with my camera like this. That walk was
So funny.
amazing, and from then I was like obsessed with you. I'm like, oh
Aw.
my God, who is this? Who is this? So I
Aw.
have you here today. Miss Jazzmin Williams is a plus size model. Do you go by that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's a plus size model. She's a model coach. She is fabulous, and she's going to tell you about her because I don't know, and I'm learning just like you. So we're going to start. Wait, she's are you a part of or do you run couture modeling?
I'm a part of.
You're a part of that,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
you're the modeling coach of Blue Model Coaching LLC,
Yes.
which my
So
friend reached out to me about. I was like, I didn't even know you were into modeling. I didn't, but
yeah.
so you're the person. So tell the people a little bit about you before we go into the questions.
Okay. So my name is Jazzmin Williams, aka Indigo Blue. Um, I've been playing with those two, well, with Indigo Blue as a, character name. Not really a character name, it's still me.
Okay.
But it's more of my rapper name now. I kind of was dibbling and dabbling in the rapping game. And, anything that I do, I always want to inspire people to do what they love and love what they do and love themselves while doing it,
Mhm.
and while inspiring others while doing it. And so, when it comes to the rapping, that's what I do in that. But my main thing is modeling, of course. I love to model. It's my passion. It's always been my passion.
Mhm.
And with that, comes the coaching, and I love to teach. I'm a really helping, caring heart. And so, me being able to teach what I actually love has been a blessing for me.
Uh-huh.
And being able to have my own LLC and just be this model coach at the agency, Couture Modeling Agency, and just teach models, again, everything that I love, the different techniques. I teach everything in modeling from posing to the runway to building your confidence so that you're prepared for that industry because the industry is tough. Um, Honestly, everything, you name it, I teach it.
Yeah, you have to be confident, and your walk is confident. You
Thank you.
walk with I was like, wow, like how in the world? Now I didn't know you were a rapper or you dabble in the rap game.
I dabble. So I started in like 2020, everybody was locked down.
Yes.
Things were changing. The modeling world was kind of on a shutdown. So, I was dibbling and dabbling into the different talents that I did have.
Uh-huh.
And, when I was younger, I liked to write poems and I like to speak, get things off my chest. So it was kind of like a way for me to do that with the rapping.
Uh-huh.
So when my friend Soleil, she's a singer, she asked me to jump on a song with her. I was like, why not? Let's try it. So
Right.
first time writing, first time in the studio, first time for everything. I did it and I wasn't that bad. And I was like, okay, I could probably do this, add this to the list. I call myself the queen of many trades. I have different things that I do. So, you know,
Okay.
just added it on.
And so the rap is basically, was it the writing? Was it kind of easy because you write poetry? So, because
It
it's rhyming.
was to a certain
Okay.
extent, but because I'm not a full, well, I'm an artist now, but in the beginning, I wasn't a full artist. So it was
Okay.
like learning the artist techniques and the different ways to write a song and can make the song and create the song and the verses and all of that was very new to me. And so I
Right.
was just like, yeah, this is harder than I thought. I was at one point I'm gonna just stick to the pictures. This ain't for me. It's a little too hard. But again, I can't kind of stay away from it because I still like it. So,
You
that's why
challenge
Indigo
yourself.
Blue became a thing.
Okay. Now, I have there are people, Chris, you know who Chris is? Chris Rodriguez. He's from In the Studio with the Rec Boys. Let me tell you, he wants to know if you have any music out. Go, I'll send you the information. If you don't have it, you send him whatever. I'm telling you,
Okay.
I'm
Yes. So
they're
I do have music on my SoundCloud. If you tap into my Facebook, Instagram, it's all on there on the links. If anything, I can definitely send it to him anyway.
yes,
Just
definitely do
DM
it.
me.
Yeah, okay. Now, wow, I might have made a connection. Would you look at that? Now,
Yes.
did you always want to be were you one of those little girls that used to walk around in heels and want to be a model? Because you know how
Yes.
you were.
So I was just telling my mom the other day, those family portraits and family pictures that you used to take in the 90s. You go get your picture taken, you got the green screen behind you. I used to
Yes.
love going to those, like love it. I
Okay.
remember my mom taking me to or she would paint my nails. Like I remember this one picture per se, or this time where she painted my nails red and we went there, had my hair in two puffs, and I was ready to take the picture. Like I was just so excited. And in
Uh-huh.
that moment, I honestly didn't know what modeling was or taking a picture or just that whole scheme of things was, but I just remember being so happy in that moment. And then there was a few other times when I was a child, my aunt took pictures of me with a little, disposable camera. And she had me posing and I was just so like in awe and love. And I was just like, yes, I'm doing this. I like this. This is me, whatever this is.
Uh-huh.
And it honestly wasn't until America's Next Top Model came on where I really figured out, like, okay, this is what modeling is. This is what taking pictures is. This is a job. I could do
Mhm.
this. Like, I love this. But, in the time, in the early 2000s, plus size wasn't really as loved as it is now.
Mhm.
So I was discouraged. I was discouraged. I didn't feel like, I could do it because I was plus size and there were certain things on my body that I wasn't really too
Now
fond of.
was that your feelings or did somebody make you feel that way?
I mean, I would say it was my feelings. I would say it was, some of the things that was projected in America's Next Top Model in the
Yeah.
beginning stages,
Yeah.
it was really tough. They were trying to orchestrate a show, you know what I mean, and
Right.
figure out how to put modeling world into a show. And so that world was a very tough world, especially
Right.
when it came to fashion and high fashion. So, in the beginning, I definitely feel like, some of those things, some of the things that the judges would say about the plus size women and stuff
Yes.
like that, it hit
Yeah.
me. So I was just like, maybe I can't do this. But it
Yeah.
wasn't until, I was about to turn 23 and I was just like, what are they going to tell me? No. And
Right.
then I find something else that works for me, you know. But it just ended up working. I hit the ground running, and I found couture modeling within a month of my journey of starting to be a model. And yeah, I just been going ever since. The process has just been going. I've been learning myself as a model, learning myself as a coach throughout the years, and it just keeps growing and growing. And this year I got my first gig with couture modeling, and
Mhm.
it's just been a great process, learning process, hard process, but a great one.
And let me tell you, when I was putting together, as you may notice, there's a lot of announcements about you
Yes.
because I had so much fun going through your pictures. Like I didn't know which like, and then you posted more pictures after the fact. I was like, I can't do this. I'm like, because it really looks like favoritism going on here. I really, really can't.
Yeah.
But your pictures are great.
Thank you.
And that video that I posted, the video of you walking, that was the walk I remember. So
Mhm.
that's why I posted that. I'm like, this is who's coming on the show. Somebody told me they had saw the pictures and you reminded them of Nia Long in a
Oh,
way.
wow.
Yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, that's it's crazy what and we know Nia is gorgeous. Nia,
Yes, she
Nia
is.
is gorgeous. So but you are too. So just
Thank
know
you.
that. Now,
Appreciate that.
the coaching, what was the inspiration? Was it because of the way you felt initially and you wanted other young girls to feel like it doesn't matter your body shape, your size?
Mhm.
Like you're seeing models now with vitiligo. My Michael had it, even though people said it wasn't real. People, you have models
Mhm.
like that now. So was it because of the body shaming that people felt? Was that part of it? Like, what was your inspiration behind becoming a
So
coach?
for me, when I first started modeling and I doing the research, I was looking for how to be a plus size model. And
Mhm.
to be honest, when I was looking for it on Google and just trying to find the research, I couldn't find much. I really
Mm,
couldn't find much. It was really how to be a regular model, so petite model. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can be somebody that can do that. So I started my YouTube channel.
uh-huh,
And I was really just documenting my journey, telling people about a casting and giving tips on the casting, things that I went through and stuff like that. And through that, my agent at Couture Modeling Agency saw
uh-huh.
potential in me. And he was like, "Do you want to be the model coach here?" And I said, "Me? I just started modeling like a year ago. You want me to be the coach?" He's like, "Yeah, look what you're doing on YouTube. You're inspiring others, you're teaching others." He's like, "I really think you can do it." And I was like, "Okay." I mean, like, yeah, that's the whole point of the YouTube is really for me to be an outlet of someone to show how to do plus size modeling. But, as I went on, it's just modeling in general because it all is the same thing. Modeling is selling clothes, it's selling a product. So, you know, as the years went on, obviously it's just modeling in general. But that was one of the things for me was, yeah, like we need to put some more stuff out there for the plus size. Like
Good.
we should know how to do that. We should have some type of research or some way somehow. So that's how it really became about. And I just took on the job and hit the
Mm,
ground running. I started to create my own classes, really pick up on just the things in my experience that I had and put that into the classes, like
mhm.
literally detail oriented classes that are just created through my process and my journey, but also my research. So, yeah,
Now, do you have a targeted age or is it, because you have little kids
right.
that want to be models, you have older women, let's say,
Hmm.
older of a certain age that
The
still want to be model.
mature,
Yeah,
mature
yeah, yeah, yeah,
model,
yeah.
yes.
That one. So, like, do you have?
So when it comes to the coaching, I do not. When it
Okay,
comes to the agency is all around. They have
okay.
children, they have teens, they have the mature market. And so again, modeling is modeling. I'm teaching you modeling. When it comes to the kids, yes, I do take some of my classes and make it more simplified for them to understand.
Mhm,
But again, overall, like I'm teaching you and I'm building your confidence again for the industry. It's a step by step class process as well.
uh-huh.
Um, And then again, I'm getting you ready for the facial expressions and the posing and making sure that you're incorporating that. And honestly, really just getting to know who you are and your body is. Because once you know that and you're comfortable with that and confident in that, it's easy. You're taking a picture. Like, it's
Okay.
easy, really, but it's hard at the
Yeah,
same
I'm like,
time.
it seems
Sometimes people
really
don't
hard.
really realize how hard it is the picture is to take.
Yeah.
So,
No, I used to watch the the model show,
hmm
America's Next Top Model, and it was like crazy to me. Like some of the pictures that they thought was so beautiful, I'm like, I don't really like that. And some of the ones I really like, they was like, no, that's not good enough. I'm like,
yeah,
what it is? It's hard.
it is.
It's hard. Now, your support, like what is your circle? Because you have to have people around you that is
Yeah.
saying you can do it, you can do it. You can't be surrounded by haters.
hmm
That's like, well, I don't like who is your village.
My family really is my close friends. But mainly my family. My family definitely got me all the way,
Mhm,
supportive from the beginning, going through the journey with me.
mhm.
Every step of the way, my mom has been both of my parents, my mom and dad both, so great at supporting and just guiding me through the process, guiding me through the different obstacles that do happen. There is hate, there is, negativity that happens throughout this
Right.
process. So I definitely had that. And then I do have like two or three friends that are really close to me that I really go to when I need to talk or vent. Sometimes you got to get things off your chest. I mean, we're all human. And so,
Right.
there are times where this can get really hard. So having a support system and support team to go to is really great. And then everyone at Couture Modeling is amazing. The photographer there, great person to talk to. We've actually kind of became a family, and the agent there is great business wise, just learning the business because for me, Bloom Model Coaching LLC is very fairly new as far as LLCing it,
Right.
and that business side of it. And so, I'm learning, I'm growing. And so having that team there well as my support system, it's really helpful. And I'm so grateful for everyone in my little circle that I have.
Yeah. That's you have to have a support. I
Yeah,
was going through your page because
mhm.
I gotta do my
Of course.
investigations. So there was a picture. This wasn't on the questions.
Mhm,
There was a picture that stopped me, and I was like, I knew it. There was a picture of you, and you
mhm,
had a Bible open on your lap.
mhm.
That picture to me was everything.
Yeah.
It was everything. So I'm like, okay, she has well, you have to have a spiritual life. You have to have faith or whatever. Not saying religion. I'm not saying that,
I
but
feel
I'm
like
just
it's a relationship. I have a
it's
relationship with the
a
Lord.
total relate. Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, my relationship with the Lord is definitely the main thing in my life.
Yes.
It drives me, it moves me, it helps me. Life is
Mhm,
hard. I can't do this on my own,
mhm.
and Jesus gets me through. So,
Okay. I had to mention that
yes,
because I'm like,
definitely.
that's just I saw
Amen
it
all
and
the way.
all
Walk
day.
by faith over here.
Won't won't he do it? Won't he do it? Now,
Amen.
where are you located? Like, if somebody wanted to reach out, because I don't know if you know Jamie. You might know. She could be on your friends list. I don't know. She
Maybe.
was like, she's like, I want to be a model. Jamie is, I call her little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jamie is little. I'm 5 foot. Okay.
Okay.
I'm 5. So Jamie's like my height. She's my height.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she's my little cousin. I'm older than her, so I weigh more than her. But Jamie is a little, no offense, Jamie.
She's
She's
like, you
little.
cut me up on this
She
thing.
like no, but she's cute. But how do you somebody like her, how would she reach out to you? And my friend Shirley that wanted to know
Mhm.
about the model, how would they reach out to you? Do they um is there a location? Is it virtual? Is it telephone? Like how does that work?
Okay, so I am working on my website right now, so stay tuned for that. But in the
Okay.
meantime, to book me for coaching, you can hit me up on Instagram, Blue Model Coaching LLC, or you can email me, bluemodelcoaching@gmail.com.
I don't have the email. Okay.
Yes. at gmail.com. It doesn't have the LLC on it. It's just Blue Model Coaching. Remember that blue is the E is a 3. That there's a purpose for that. My birthday's in March. I was born in 1993. 3 is just my number.
Three
So,
is your
I had to
number.
put my
Okay.
little zhuzh in there.
I like it. I like it.
But yeah, so I work out of the agency in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Okay.
I do travel. So depending on, I do this thing where for anybody who needs a photo shoot or wants a photo shoot or needs pictures, and they want guaranteed good pictures,
Mhm.
I'm that extra set of eyes. So I
Mhm.
have this thing called director of a photo shoot. And say if you wanted to have pictures so that you want to promote more of your podcast,
Mhm.
I would have you come either to the studio or you can set up your own studio session wherever you are.
Mhm.
I will travel to you and I will be, again, the extra pair of eyes. So as you're posing, as you're going through your photo shoot, I'm telling you what to do, how to keep your head, turn your head this way, this will enhance the picture this way, yes, smile this way, tilt
Tuck
this
your
way.
stomach in this
Just
way.
exactly, just to get it all together so that you have the guaranteed shots that you want and that you're honestly paying for, because it is money. So I do that as well. So again, I travel, also located in Poughkeepsie, which is a studio that I work out of.
Mhm.
And then I also do virtual. So a lot of my classes, with the confidence building, that can be done definitely virtual. Me giving you some of the facial expression and posing tips, it can be definitely be done virtual.
Mhm.
But it's a lot better hands on, because now we can, now after doing the tips and me going through the techniques, we can now put you in the photo shoot setting and actually have you do it as you just learned whatever you just did. So it's so many different options. I offer it all, so it's
Mhm.
really up to whoever, however they want to do it client wise.
Okay. Now with the modeling,
Hmm.
going back to America's Next Top Model, you would
Yes.
watch them run to sites. Remember, they would give them when you got a certain length in the show. You made it this
Hmm.
far. They would give you you would have a portfolio. I guess it's a
Yes. Uh-huh.
portfolio, and you would have to run to all these different locations. Now, do they still do regular pictures, or is it video like a tablet? How how is it now?
So things have definitely changed with social media.
Okay.
There are people that still want the physical portfolio book
Mhm.
copy. But it's also good to have a flash drive of a digital version of all your greatest photos. It's basically what the portfolio is. It's your resume. It's
Okay.
your work, it's what the type of modeling you want to do. It's emulated in the pictures that you put in there. So you have to have that with you at all times, whether it's in the flash drive or it's in actual physical paper form. It's always good to still keep it old school, I say.
Mhm.
And just have both. You never know if they have the laptop there or they're looking for you to actually have pictures.
Okay.
And there are a lot of still designers in the industry that are still very old school.
Mhm.
And they want the actual pictures. So when I teach all the models that I teach, I really teach in a way that you are an all-around top model. So that is, you can do the high-end fashion stuff, but you can also do all of the commercial stuff. You can do it all.
Mhm.
If you put your mind to it, you put the work into it. It doesn't matter how short you are. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. You can really do this, because modeling is for people. We are people that we're supposed to be selling these clothes, but it also needs to be relatable. I mean, commercial modeling, that is the biggest spectrum of modeling. It's basically modeling. And it's modeling for every single person, because it's lifestyle, it's Old Navy, it's Macy's, it's I'm trying to think of another brand, Walmart. You know what I mean? That's everyday people. So everyday people can do it.
Okay. Because yeah, that's why I was like hesitant on like the plus size model thing.
Hmm.
Because I just say normal people because normal people come in all shapes and sizes. You know,
Exactly.
normal people eat.
Exactly.
So like just a regular person. Now, were you always this confident?
Um,
Because you just it just screams out confident. Like, were you always this confident?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I've definitely, I'm a woman, I'm a human being. I definitely have my moments, even
Mm.
still to this day, where I'm like, oh, girl, you ain't looking too good today. um, so I have my moments.
Uh-huh.
But, for the most part, my mom and dad taught me to just stand tall in who I am, regardless to
Mhm.
what I look like. That doesn't matter. My personality and who I am will continue to shine through. And so, I just continue to do that and see that it's an actual thing. It's the truth.
It is.
Your personality will shine through no matter how you look, no matter if you got, whatever it is. There's so many different things and factors in life that can happen and you can look like and have on you and all this different stuff, but it doesn't matter. Your
Right.
personality is what matters. We are people, and that's just it.
Yeah. Well, you have a great personality. I
Thank
couldn't
you.
wait to have this conversation because I knew it was gonna be crazy. Good crazy, good crazy. I was like,
Thank
"Oh,
you. Thank you.
I'm gonna be in awe." Now, apparently you have this you're teaming up with you wanna talk about this team up with Cree 845 in Hudson Valley?
Yes. Okay. So, Newburgh Illuminated is a festival that happens every year in Newburgh. Obviously, through COVID, there was, some years that we had to not do that. And this year, I'm helping out Create 45 because they're helping out Newburgh Illuminated with the fashion show that they have. So they have a fashion show portion every year at the festival. This year, it's going to be on the main stage, and Blue Model Coaching is helping getting the models together for that stage. So it's going to be a great show. It's happening June 4th. And we are still looking for models. So if you're a model and you're interested and you want to learn runway for free by me, make sure you guys come through this Sunday to Gritworks in Newburgh
Right.
on Broadway at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Other than that, yeah, the show, if you guys want to see the show, you want to see how well the models do, you want to see how the models' walks transform. We are taking some um, new models, so they would definitely need some teaching as far as techniques and stuff like that. So their walk will be transformed.
Mhm.
I will make sure of that so that it's high end and they're giving you personality and fun and just modeling the clothes.
So, what clothes are they? Like, is it, local people? Like, what type of clothes are they modeling?
So there are local boutiques in the show, but there are also just local designers that are also in the show. I'm not sure if you ever heard of Yellow Model Chick. She's definitely supposed to be a part of the show.
Mm,
There's also a brand called Purr and Hustle. She's also supposed to be a part of the show. I'm not sure too much of how many people is going to be in this part of the show because I am just a part of the models right
uh-huh,
now, and that's the focus for me. As time goes on and the show gets closer and closer, I will know exactly the list
mhm.
and once everybody's locked in. But yeah, there are a few different designers, local designers, 845, people that yeah, are a part of the show.
So this is a 845 event.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
people
I
from
mean, it's
everywhere come.
Newburgh,
Right,
but it's 845.
right,
Everybody from the 845 comes to the festival and, just enjoy the different talents that are in actual Newburgh and the different local things that are there. There's going to be different vendors, there's different other stages with other performances. So it's just a big day of just talent, honestly. And I
okay,
really encourage everyone from every town in the Hudson Valley to go.
mhm,
I feel like there's so many different towns up here that have these different festivals, have these different things, and this is how you network. This is how you get to know what's in the next town over and businesses that you can utilize and work together with. I feel like it's so important to do. I was born in the city, and so me coming up here into this different kind of side of New York has been different in the process for me.
mhm.
In the beginning, I really couldn't pinpoint what it was, but I always felt, a little different. um, and I feel like sometimes this area kind of struggles with not wanting to support each other or support the next town over, and I'm just like, it's so silly, it's so small. Like, come on, y'all, like we could really be doing some big stuff and putting 845 Hudson Valley on the map if we all really work together. And again, next town over to the town over. I mean, I'm the type of person that I've been to Monticello all the way to Poughkeepsie Spectrum. And there's times that I run into people that have never been to Poughkeepsie, never been to Monticello, and I'm really, oh, come on, no, you need to get to Poughkeepsie. There's so many different areas and different creatives that you could honestly connect with for this podcast. Like,
Yeah.
seriously. She's like, it's me. You talking about me, girl.
Yeah, you are. You're right. It's me.
I'm
I
sorry, but
no,
I
no,
just, I really want to bring light to it because I really feel like, we really could just do so much together because there's
and I'm
so much
learning.
creative people, so much talent, just so much talent.
Doing this podcast. Look, I'm laughing. My eyes are burning because it's so many. I'm doing this podcast. I have learned that the 845 is amazing.
Yes.
It's like there's so much artistic abilities, the people, the entrepreneurs,
Yes.
I mean, and young people, but
Yeah.
you don't know. And like mentioning people that don't go anywhere, that's because scary. I'm scary. I'm like scared of my own shadow. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm scared of my own shadow.
I understand.
So like going to like a Newburgh or I go to Monticello and stuff because it's like right there from
Right.
like getting on that road. It's like no. I going to the city. Look, I used to go. My ex-husband is from the Bronx, right? You talking about terror? Every time I had to go.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, the ride is tough. It's annoying.
But it's not even the ride. It's just that I am so programmed to around here because I grew up here
Right.
that it's like I need to live a little. Well, a lot. I don't have that much. Look, I'll be 52. I need to get it together. I need to get it together and start traveling outside and seeing all of these opportunities that are out there.
Yeah, there's
You
so
know,
much. There's
yeah.
so much.
This show sounds crazy. Like, how many models are there? How many models?
So the cap was 40. So that's a lot of models. The show is going to be going all day. So, there's be different segments. So we need a lot of models. We need a lot of different designers. Because it's an all day thing, we want to continue to have, the stage all day. And just attracting different families and different groups of people just so that they can see the show and just, have a good time with people. It gives something to do,
Right.
especially after COVID life.
Right.
Like there's nothing.
Lockdown. Right.
Yeah. So, it's a really good festival and it's fun. And like I said, there's different festivals around there. Make sure you guys are all in different towns checking them out. There's a lot of different vendors and things and businesses that you can really connect with. Find the next skin oil for yourself because you know what I mean. Like there's so many different things. There was one time I actually went to the city and I found this perfect skin oil for my face. I used to get really bad dark marks, and sometimes I get them, but really bad on my face here and on here when I had the cell phone on my face. And I went to a pop-up shop. And lo and behold, she had the oil for my face that worked for my face. And I use her every single time now. So it's just like you never know how much it can really benefit you.
You don't know because when I was going back and forth with going to the event where I saw you. I was going back and forth, like, should I go? Shouldn't I go? I mean, like I decided the night before, really, that I was gonna go. And there was a vendor there. I didn't know she was there at the time. I saw her Facebook page, Bossy Gloss. I tried to get her. I invited her on it when I invited everybody, but she was so shy at the time. I still had maybe a little bit left, but she had this body scrub, some body scrub. I'm like, well, I want one, but I don't know what it is. Well, just give me this, and I picked this one. It has a bunch of stuff in it, and everybody was coming up after me asking for this one particular product.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, it must be really good, because she was like, I gave you the last jar. And let me tell you, I came home and used that stuff I had because of the mask. I
Mhm.
had these 2 blackheads on my chin that I
Mhm.
could not get rid of. I mean, like, they were deep in there.
Mhm.
And this stuff, it works so good,
Yeah.
and I would have never known
Yeah.
because so, yeah, those little vendors, I need to take a ride out there with somebody, I guess, and
Yeah, no,
come.
definitely come through, come see.
Yes.
So she just again all the different things that are in Newburgh. There's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of different small businesses, and that's another thing too. After COVID, a lot of small businesses did open. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of different ones in each town, from Newburgh to Poughkeepsie to Middletown to Monticello. Me going to that one that we met
Right.
at.
Right.
I was able to get a tattoo,
Oh,
from the
yeah,
girl that was
Jasmine, she's
there.
coming on, she's coming on.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. I was
Jasmine,
able to
yeah.
get a tattoo, and I love them. And they had
Yep, another Jasmine.
the nail shop too, and it was such a cute shop just to see it. I was just like, oh, I love this. I'm so happy I met you. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just great. You know what I mean? I love that I'm able to just go out and network in that way,
Mhm.
with my passion. So.
Well, almost everybody that, I met at that event were
Mhm.
all hyped and shared that you were coming on.
Really? I didn't even.
Ab Absolutely. I'm like, "Okay." I mean, like, they were hyped. I'm like, "Wow, so she
Oh.
really knows all these people."
Yeah,
Well,
I knew a few people in there. Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
now, Denitra, I guess, Get Right? You know
Yes.
her?
Yes.
Well, she's gonna be an interesting conversation for me because she's coming on the
Yes.
420 day. Now, I wouldn't have never I would have never known. I don't know. I don't know. But let's ask about your rapping game.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna have you, as they say, spit a rhyme. I'm not gonna, gonna have you do that. But do you feel as if it can be equally as great as your modeling?
Um, I feel like, when it comes to anything that you're doing,
Mhm,
you have an audience, you have a lane. There's going to be a group of people that like what you do. So I
mhm,
feel when it comes to the rapping, there is going to be a group of people that like what I do. They're
mhm,
going to like that I have a kind of old school flow. They're going to like that I'm talking about things that are not and mainstream all the time. I'm not going to be talking about sex, drugs, and money, y'all. Like, that's not who I am as a person.
mhm.
That's not something that I even want to put out there. There's enough of it out there, to be
It's enough.
honest. It's
Right.
enough. I don't want to see nobody's booty. I don't, it's okay. Like,
Hello.
I
Yeah.
feel like, as women, we've kind of lost the modesty. Um,
Yes.
and I kind of want to bring it back. I mean, we can still be sexy with a turtleneck, okay? We can still be classy and look good, and then again, there's just so many different things in life to talk about,
Right.
address and help people through. And so, for me, I think I kind of started out rapping, just trying to see what flow I had, see what I
Uh-huh.
could rap about, see, but again, it was always still to gear to positivity, or just addressing an issue and how I would address the issue, versus, actually just going to address the issue that's not needed to address. Sometimes you just rap it out.
Like a Queen Latifah.
Yeah, you can listen
Okay.
to the rap, baby. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
I think that's what's up. I think that's what's up. Because last week, yeah, I had Senior G on. Senior,
Okay.
like his name is Senior G. And I saw him on in the studio with the Rec Boys, Catch
Okay.
and Rec. I saw him, but before I saw his interview, they have this segment on their podcast called REC, which
Hmm.
means it's good,
Hmm.
or WRECK, which means garbage.
Okay.
Now, the rec for them, it stands for reaching everything conceivable, the rec boys, so
Okay.
positivity. So
Right.
when I heard Senior Gee, what caught me about his rap, I mean, like, it wasn't like, well, I don't listen to rap, but it wasn't like,
Hmm.
I don't know. But there was no cursing and no violence, and so I
Right.
wasn't, like, jumping and flinching every other word. So, like,
I love it.
it's crazy. So what you're talking about, I would love to see the female flow of that because
Yes.
I am sick and tired, sick. and the guys or whatever, and whoever, like all that, like the little Kims and all that, to be half naked on the stage. Come
Yeah.
on, heck, have some.
Yeah.
I think personally, it's just me.
Hmm.
I think you're degrading yourself personally.
Yeah.
You're not leaving anything for the imagination. Right?
There is no imagination no more for this
No,
this
that they're out of
world
control.
right now. I don't
Yeah,
know what's going on.
I don't know. They all
Everything is
are.
out.
It's just everything is out. But
Everything.
like, I'm looking forward to you. You have rap, you said, on your.
Yes, I do. I
I'm
do. I did.
definitely gonna
Okay,
listen.
so the first song I did. This is again the first time I'm jumping on, writing
Yeah.
and everything. I jumped on a Gucci Mane beat. And it's me and my friend Solea, and it was really for domestic violence awareness.
Oh wow.
And so it's called Lower Your Tone.
Oh wow.
And so again, we just basically, I mean, it was really for anybody. Like, don't talk to me crazy. Lower your
Right.
tone. You know what I mean? Don't
Simple.
come
Yeah.
over here with that mess. Lower your tone.
Right. Just
Right.
come at me respectfully.
And
I'll come at you
so
respectfully. Like,
exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
So that was the first song that I have out, and that is on my SoundCloud. I actually do have it on my YouTube channel. I did hide it because again, I had a little moment, y'all, where I was just like, I ain't gonna rap no more. But I'm back at it, and I'm gonna put it back on. I just haven't had the time. But I have that on there. So it's on YouTube and SoundCloud. You can also check it out on Soleil's stuff.
She was there too, right? She was at
Yes,
the
she
event.
was.
Okay, so I remember her.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then I did a song with an old friend of mine. It's called On the Go. He's a Jamaican artist. He has his flow, and I just did a little verse that I really love. It's actually on iTunes as
Okay.
well. And what else did I do? I did a lot of different freestyles and features. Like, that's what my start has been. I did work on a song. I have not put it out yet because I'm still working on it. I'm still, again, trying to find my flow and my
Right.
voice and how I want to come, and just working this process. It's a new
Right.
process for me. Like, the modeling and the coaching, that's
Got
easy.
that.
But
Right.
the rapping is like, I'm starting at the bottom. So it's just like I'm trying to figure it out.
Trying to find
But
yourself.
I'm
Like,
figuring it out, So
that is so cool.
thank
I
you.
can't wait to hear this Lower Your Tone. I'm definitely
Yes,
going
I'm gonna
there
send it to you right away once we're done
because
with this.
people sometimes, especially now after COVID, they think they can talk to you crazy.
I don't, the virtual world got people,
Yeah,
thugger.
I'm like,
I
you
don't
feeling
know.
real froggy on the internet. Like, what
Yeah,
is
but
going
when you
on?
see him in person, it's quiet as a peep mouse. I'm just
Yes, just mute, have nothing to say.
there's
Like,
nothing to say. Don't want to look your direction. Nothing. It just cracks
nothing.
me up.
Yeah. Now, is with your rap, right?
Mhm.
You did it originally with your friend.
Right.
Like, was it ever like something secretly you wanted to do, like when you were writing poetry or whatever?
It's funny. No, I've
Huh?
I never, and that's what I tell her too. I'm like, girl, I ain't never ever in my life said I want to be a rapper. I never thought about it. Never, when I was doing the poems, I was really like, in elementary school into middle school, and it was just something fun for me again to just express myself. I loved how poems were structured and they rhymed, and
Mm.
it was some of them were metaphors. You had to figure out what they really mean, and so that part of that really had me when it came to the poems and stuff. But yeah, I never really was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. But here I am, and I'm doing it.
Rapping.
I know my brother, he dibbled and dabbled in it as well, and he had some talent. So I was like, I'm the oldest, so I was
Oh.
like, if my younger brother could do it, I could do it too.
Did you guys ever try to collaborate?
No, not yet, because we kind of missed paths on when we were doing it. So I feel
Okay.
like we will down the line for sure, just because we just do stuff like that. Eventually, we'll get into it.
So you said you're the oldest. How many are you? How many?
There's 4 of us. I have
Just
2
4.
brothers and a sister.
Okay. All right. So that picture that I saw was your family.
Yes.
Beautiful family.
Thank you.
Beautiful family.
Thank
Yeah, I was like all in your business. I'm looking, I'm
you.
like, what can I find out? Like, what can I find
I
out?
love it.
No, I mean, you're
I love it
supposed
because you're
to.
doing your job. No,
Right.
you're
I'm
doing your
like,
job. I love
yeah,
it.
I'm supposed to, supposed to do. I don't. So is there anything you want to talk about?
I mean, I
I'm
feel
trying to make sure. I think I hit.
I know. I feel like I talk a lot, so
No, no,
I just
you
be
haven't.
going.
No, actually, no, it was a conversation. It truly was a
Okay.
conversation. It
Okay.
was, you didn't, I've had some interviews where I'm like, just, can I
Right.
get a word in?
Can I just
No.
say one thing?
Yeah, no, 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 no. Um,
Okay.
so you also have a link tree. People can find you on link tree.
Yeah. So right now, that's what, as I've been going on with this process and just branding myself and,
Hmm.
modeling and then social media in itself. I was born in 93. So, there was a part of my life that, computers or social media was not a thing. It wasn't a thing. It was just little computer programs that I played with, at
Hmm.
school, or my mom would buy or my grandparents would buy. And then, as time went on, social media became a thing, MySpace became a thing. I tell you, I was on
My
MySpace
space.
every day
Hmm.
with the same picture because I love taking pictures with my little camera. And so I was really into it, but I was never like, I guess, so much into it that I was keeping up with the times. And
Yeah,
so as social media has come to all these TikToks and all this, I'm like,
yeah,
y'all, this is too much now. You're killing me. Like, I'm trying to keep up. So, I've been wanting to do a website, which again, I have. I'm in working on it. It's in the building process right
right,
now. So the link tree is there for, people to get in contact with everything that I have. So
right,
the YouTube channel, now 3 Instagrams, because I made Indigo Blue an Instagram,
right.
Blue Model
Indigo.
Coaching, and then my Jazzmin Williams
Mhm.
as a model
Right.
Instagram, the Facebook, just all the different platforms that are out there that you have to be on nowadays because it's just what what it is.
Yes. Now
Drives me
imagine trying
crazy.
to keep up with it at my age, and it's like you
I can
try to
only
work.
imagine, honestly, because
Like,
I'm over it already.
yeah,
Like,
it's. I'm like, this is a
honestly, if
bit
I wasn't
much.
doing modeling, I wouldn't be on it. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, because it's a lot. It's fun though.
It is
TikTok
fun.
is
It is. It,
everything. TikTok is.
it
I
it is tough though. There's times where I'm just like, dang, how you get the little thing and the
yeah.
like
I'm
what you
trying.
doing?
How do you switch like that? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I haven't gotten there yet because I don't have time. You do have a life outside of this.
Okay.
But I'm learning that people look forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
They do, and I
And they
never
try to
realized.
interact with you.
Yeah,
Some
they
kind of
they
way.
do. Like, I'm just a regular person, like what is going on? But it's kind of flattering. Like
Yeah.
when people see you now and they know Indigo Blue. Like, do you ever get
Yeah.
that reaction?
Yes, and sometimes I don't know, like I don't know, because and I feel so heartbroken because I be wanting to know, really.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to the social media, I definitely try to stay on top of, interacting because that's a big thing and a big part of it.
Right,
And just commenting back and showing the love back, that's the whole part of it.
right,
Um, but I am busy. I got a
right.
lot going on. Like it's so much.
You
So when
get a
I
lot-
get on there, I literally post and I'm scrolling coming real quick, and then I'm off
Yeah,
doing something.
right,
So yeah, when I do get that, I really do. I really am flattered. I'm in awe when people say they're inspired by me. I'm like, really, me? All I'm doing is
right,
doing what I love and just being
right,
myself. You know what I mean? That's
right,
all I'm doing. But I'm happy to inspire you. Like it
right.
really is a humbling experience every single time. Every single
Yeah,
time.
because you're doing things. I mean, you're a model. It's like
Everybody
back
says
at
it like it's so like I
no,
don't
it
know.
is like everybody can't do that. Like my self
Okay.
portraits, those are my little self portraits. But you're like in front of a camera. Like I saw the video, of your a couple of your photo shoots, and you got to be doing. I'm like, they be doing the most. I mean, you're a model. It's like that is so. And,
Thank
and I
you.
told people, I was like, I got a model coming on my show. They was like, I'm like, yes, she's a model.
Yeah,
So
well,
that,
I
yeah,
love
so
it. I
it's
love
great. It's girl, you doing
it.
a thing. I know your parents are so proud of you.
Thank you, thank you. And they are, they really are. They say it all the time. They're so
Yeah. But you would probably be like, all right, all right. But no, really, when you see, I can attest to this now. Now I can attest to it because I've experienced it.
hmm
When you see your child fulfill their dream, like something they wanted to do,
Yeah.
and you watch it come to fruition, you
Yeah.
watch that thing. And it is so, well, it was for me. I think that was like the happiest moment in my entire life, to watch my child succeed,
Yeah.
and just be happy. And so for them to watch you do all of this stuff you're doing, and
Yeah.
now rapping to the plate like your plate isn't overflowing enough.
Okay.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it
Oh,
is.
I'm
But
full now.
but it's gonna be more. It's gonna
Yeah.
be more.
Hmm.
Um, Now, how many models do you need? How many more do you
Okay,
need?
so again, I'm not sure how many they have right now. I know that there's been an online casting as well, so I'm not sure if they took some people on already and added to the list. But again, it's an open casting on Sunday, this Sunday at
Okay.
6 p.m. at Gritworks. It's on Broadway. It's at the end of Broadway in Newburgh.
You have that on your page, right? Do you have that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
share that.
Yep.
I think I did.
Yes, you
I
did. That
Okay.
that that one of, I'm yelling pose and then yes, that is the one.
And it doesn't matter really your shape or size.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay, for all those that want to be a model,
Yes,
all those
come
that want to be a
on.
model, yes. Reach
I
out to
got you.
her. Yeah, that's not me, but you know. All right, we have 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay.
If there's anything at all, you want to get out there really quick, now is your opportunity.
Okay. Make sure you guys follow me. No, I'm just
Oh yeah,
kidding.
no, no, definitely. Everybody follow her on Instagram.
Definitely make sure you guys follow me. I will, be giving her all my information so that you guys can tap in with that. But all in all, I really want to put the message out there to do what you love, but love yourself while doing it. Enjoy the process because it is a process. There is a roller coaster ride that you will be on. But remember to pat yourself on your back for the accomplishments that you do make and learn the lessons in the downfalls because it's just a lesson. It's not to keep you down, it's to keep you open, your eyes open so that you can see what you're doing. And just do what you love. Just keep doing it. Be consistent.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
that was good. Yes. Love
Thank you.
what you're doing. Be consistent. When you fall, get back up.
Yes.
Because it's easy to fall and just stay there. Like,
It
oh,
really
this
is.
wasn't
It's
meant
easy to
for
say that. I've had moments where I'm like,
you.
y'all, I don't know. But,
Yeah.
looking back when I got back up,
Mm.
that wisdom that I got back up with, it was rewarding because it was just like, okay, now I know how to move in this. Before I wasn't too sure. I
Mhm.
thought I knew. Clearly I
Right.
didn't. It knocked me down a bit. So, now
Yeah.
I know how to move in this. Let's conquer it. Let's keep moving. That's just really what it is. Staying in that low place, you're going to stay in that low place. And that's not a fun place to be in. It's
No,
just not
it's
fun.
not.
Like, why stay there? Why? Like, why? What are you
Right.
staying there for?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get back up. Well, I enjoyed tonight.
Yes, me too.
And I thank you for saying yes in November. You said yes in November.
Yes, right
So,
there. Yeah. I was
yes, you did. Yeah. And I'm honored. I'm going to share that information so whoever wants to be a model could just at least go and check it out. At least check it out and see if it's for you
yeah.
or if it's not for you. And stop being scary and don't want to travel like myself. Go out there and see what the world has to offer and
Yes.
go be the greatness that you were created to be.
Amen. I love
Yes. Uh,
it.
Thank you. So we're going to end this show.
Yes. Thank
Um,
you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I loved every minute of it. It was a
Thank
great,
you.
great experience.
Me too. This was great because I learned about the modeling. And next week I have a clothing designer. He's a young man that I knew.
Ooh.
No. Yes, he makes it's Maldox, Maldox,
Okay.
custom clothing.
Ooh.
He's lives in Albany. I mean, he makes shoes that has the MD on it. The bottom is red with the name on it.
Oh, nice.
Um,
I love that.
Suits, yes, suits. with the ties and the lapel. When I say he will dress you from head to toe,
Ooh,
this dude right here.
I'm gonna have to tune in.
Oh, yes, that is on the 14th. So you
Okay,
guys tune in on the 14th. And yeah, now we're gonna talk about men's clothing.
nice.
Something I know nothing about. So but you all have a wonderful night. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow her, Jasmine Indigo Blue 3 on you're gonna find on Instagram, 3 pages, YouTube, Facebook. Go listen to her rap on what is it?
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. And there's one you're even gonna find on not YouTube. You iTunes. Is it
Oh
iTunes?
yes, one on iTunes. Yep.
One on I so just look her up. She's doing
Yeah,
fabulous
and then
things.
stay tuned. I got some stuff cooking.
I can't wait. And I can't wait to hear this one rap right here. This thing
Yes,
is
I'm gonna send it to you right when we get off. I'm gonna send it
okay.
right.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go to Bible study. So you have a wonderful night. Everybody have a
You
wonderful
too.
night and God bless you.
Enjoy, everyone. Good night. God bless you
Good
guys.
night.